Trawl fishing in Bangladesh plays an important role in the country's fisheries sector. Trawling, also known as trawling, is a popular fishing method, especially for demersal fish and crustaceans. Scope of operation: trawling is carried out in both coastal and offshore waters, with the participation of many vessels of different sizes and capacities. Targets: mainly demersal fish such as snapper, grouper, shrimp and other crustaceans. Economic contribution: trawling contributes significantly to the annual fishery production of Bangladesh, providing an important food source for domestic and export markets. Despite its economic benefits, trawling also faces many challenges. Environmental impacts: this method can damage the seabed environment, reduce fish stocks and affect the marine ecosystem. Overfishing: uncontrolled use of trawling nets can lead to overfishing, reducing the number and size of fish species, affecting the sustainability of the resource. To minimize negative impacts and move towards sustainable development, Bangladesh has implemented a number of measures. Fisheries management: establishing no fishing zones and regulating seasons to protect fishery resources. Capacity limits: applying regulations on the size and capacity of trawling vessels to control fishing intensity. Vocational change: encouraging fishermen to switch to more environmentally friendly fishing methods, such as gill nets and long lines, to reduce pressure on fishery resources. Balancing economic benefits and environmental protection is a major challenge for the trawling industry in Bangladesh. Effective management measures and cooperation of fishing communities are key to ensuring the sustainability of the industry in the future. Trawling is a technique that uses a boat to drag a net under the water surface to catch fish, shrimp and other marine life. This method is especially effective for species that live on the seabed. Net mouth: expanded by two otter boards that help maintain the opening of the net mouth during the pulling process. Net body: long and narrow, often designed to guide fish into the net bag. Net bag: the end of the net where fish and other captured species are concentrated. Single towing: one boat uses one set of nets. Double towing: two boats work together to pull a large set of nets. Bottom towing: focuses on species that live near the seabed. Mid-tow: used to exploit fish species in the middle of the water. Install and check the trawl system and towline. Determine the exploitation location through the positioning system and fishing ground information. Trawling: the boat drags the net through the target water area at a speed of 2 to 4 knots per hour. The pulling process usually lasts from 3 to 6 hours depending on the depth and the area of exploitation. After pulling, the net bag is lifted onto the ship. Fish and creatures are sorted right on the deck. Fish are iced or frozen right on the ship to ensure quality. Some modern ships in Bangladesh have a blast freezer system to preserve export products. Small capacity, under 50 horsepower, for exploitation in shallow waters. Targets exploited: small fish, shrimp, crab. Large capacity, from 100 to 300 horsepower, for exploitation in deep sea areas. Targets exploited: snapper, grouper, tiger prawn, squid, fish, anchovy, herring, snapper, grouper, shrimp, tiger prawn, lobster, crustacean, sea crab, crab, squid, cuttlefish. Domestic market: meeting the demand for fresh fish consumption. Exports: frozen fish and shrimp from Bangladesh are exported to major markets such as the EU, the US, and Japan, creating jobs for thousands of fishermen, contributing significantly to the national GDP, causing damage to the seabed ecosystem, degrading fisheries resources due to overexploitation, impacting small fishing communities dependent on coastal fishing grounds, limiting fishing areas, regulating no fishing areas to protect spawning areas, controlling net gear, prohibiting the use of nets with small meshes that catch juvenile fish. Seasonal management, prohibiting fishing during the spawning seasons of shrimp and fish. Fishermen training, encouraging the transition to environmentally friendly methods such as hand lines and gill nets. Bangladesh is promoting the modernization of the trawl industry by using high-tech boats. Applying positioning and fish-finding technology to increase efficiency. Developing educational programs and international cooperation to ensure sustainable fishing. Trawl fishing in Bangladesh is an important industry in the country's marine economy. However, to ensure sustainability, management and development policies need to be strictly implemented to balance economic benefits and environmental protection. Fishermen in Simon's Town, South Africa, apply a variety of traditional and modern fishing methods, suitable for the geographical features and local aquatic resources. Common fishing methods. Purse seine, used to catch pelagic fish such as sardines and anchovies. Fishermen cast the net around the fish and pull it up to harvest. Gill net, a fixed or floating net, is used to catch fish as they swim past and become entangled in the net. This method is effective but needs to be strictly managed to avoid negative impacts on the environment. Fish traps, use underwater traps to catch bottom-dwelling fish such as snapper and grouper. This method helps maintain fish quality and minimizes environmental impacts. The South African government and the fishing community in Simon's Town focus on protecting fishery resources through size and quantity regulations, applying limits on the size and quantity of fish allowed to be caught to ensure the sustainability of the resource. Marine conservation areas, establishing prohibited or restricted fishing areas to protect the habitat of aquatic species. Education and awareness raising, organizing training programs for fishermen on sustainable fishing techniques and protecting the marine environment. The combination of traditional and modern fishing methods, along with strict management, helps fishermen in Simon's Town maintain sustainable fisheries and protect the marine environment. Simon's Town is located in South Africa, on the Cape Peninsula, where two major ocean currents meet. The cold Benguela Current, carrying bottom-dwelling fish such as sardines and herring. A Gulha warm current, attracts tropical fish such as tuna and swordfish. The intersection of the two currents creates a rich marine ecosystem, providing a large source of fish for local fishermen. Fishermen use long lines with artificial or real bait hooks. Hand fishing requires high skills and is mainly done on small boats or offshore fishing boats. Long line. This method uses lines up to several kilometers long, with hundreds of hooks attached. Particularly effective in catching large fish such as swordfish and sharks. Using trawl nets. Downline trawling, suitable for catching bottom-dwelling fish such as snapper and flounder. Midline trawling, used to catch schooling fish such as anchovies and sardines. Use crustacean traps or small bottom trawls to catch lobsters and crabs. Main fishing season, fishermen concentrate their fishing in spring and summer when fish migrate to warmer waters. Fishing grounds restrictions. Fishermen need a permit to fish in designated areas. Fishing is prohibited in marine protected areas to protect the ecosystem. Trawling can damage the seabed, destroying coral reefs and benthic ecosystems. Overfishing causes a decline in fishery resources. Sustainable measures. Adopt large mesh technology to avoid catching juvenile fish. Use school detection devices to reduce trawling time. Increase patrols and fines for illegal fishing. Fishermen in Simon's Town are not only fishermen but also participate in tourism activities, combine fishing with deep-sea fishing tours. Education programs, organize instruction sessions for tourists on sustainable fishing methods and marine conservation. Competing with industrial fishing vessels for resources. Impact of climate change on fisheries resources. Opportunities. Developing artisanal fishing combined with tourism. Applying modern technology to increase efficiency and reduce environmental impact. Conclusion. Fisheries in Simon's Town are an important part of the economic and cultural life of the local community. With a combination of traditional and modern fishing methods, along with strict management, fishermen here are aiming for sustainability, protecting fisheries resources and marine ecosystems. To ensure efficiency and sustainability, fishermen in Simon's Town have applied modern technology, combined with traditional methods. GPS system helps locate fishing grounds and move accurately. Saving fuel. Sonar fish finder uses sound waves to detect schools of fish, reducing search time and increasing fishing efficiency. Fishing boats are equipped with cold storage or blast freezing compartments to maintain fish quality immediately after harvest. Some large boats also have onboard processing lines, such as cleaning, filleting and packaging. Large mesh nets allow small fish to escape, minimizing the exploitation of juvenile fish. Bycatch reduction technology, trawl nets are designed to limit the capture of non-target species, such as sea turtles or sharks. Seafood data analysis. Data from fishing trips is analyzed to predict resources, adjusting fishing activities accordingly. AI in management, using artificial intelligence to optimize ship routes, reduce fuel consumption and environmental impact. Simonstown has a diverse marine ecosystem thanks to its unique location where two ocean currents meet. Local fishermen are aware of the importance of environmental conservation to ensure long-term profits. False Bay Marine Area, strictly protected to preserve rare species such as sea turtles, great white sharks and African penguins. Fishing bans. Some areas around the Cape Peninsula are prohibited or restricted from fishing to protect fish breeding habitat. Impacts. Climate change has changed seawater temperatures, affecting the distribution and migration of fish species. Measures. Fishermen work with researchers to monitor and adapt to changes in the marine environment. The South African government is supporting fishermen in Simonstown through policies that encourage sustainable fishing, including providing funding for boat upgrades and technical training. Many fishermen are expanding their operations by organizing fishing experience tours. Tourists can participate in real fishing trips, learn about the marine environment and enjoy fresh seafood right on board. Simonstown is participating in cooperation programs with international organizations on marine conservation and sustainable fishing development. The fishing industry in Simonstown is a model that combines tradition and modernity. Fishermen here not only focus on efficient fishing but also on environmental protection and sustainable economic development. In the future, with the support of technology and reasonable management policies, Simonstown will continue to be an important fishing and marine tourism center in South Africa. Family legacy. Fishing in Simonstown is often passed down through generations. Children learn fishing skills from their grandparents and parents, creating a close-knit community. Local customs. Fishing festivals such as First Day of the Season are held annually to pray for good luck and give thanks to the sea. This is also an opportunity for fishermen to meet and exchange experiences. Women not only participate in logistical activities such as sorting and processing fish, but also play an important role in managing family finances and trading seafood at local markets. Some women in Simonstown are also involved in community organizations to protect the rights of fishermen and the marine environment. Skills transfer. Apprenticeship programs are organized to teach fishing skills, boat maintenance and the use of modern equipment. Environmental awareness. The fishing community is trained in marine conservation, minimizing negative impacts on the environment and sustainable fishing. Seafood supply. Simonstown supplies fresh fish to local markets, restaurants and coastal tourist areas. Traditional fish markets. Coastal fish markets are where fishermen sell their products directly, keeping the freshness and reasonable prices. International partners. Seafood from Simonstown is exported to many countries such as Japan, the US and Europe, especially tuna, lobster and squid. Processing and packaging. Several large seafood processing facilities in Simonstown specialize in producing frozen or canned products to meet the needs of the international market. Fast transportation. Seafood is transported quickly from boats to processing centers or fish markets to ensure quality. Modern packaging technology, using vacuum and quick freezing technology to maintain freshness during long-distance transportation. Fishing is the main source of livelihood for thousands of people in Simonstown, including fishermen, ship mechanics, processing staff and retailers. Participating in fishing and seafood processing helps many families escape poverty. stabilize their lives and improve the quality of education for their children. Simon's Town is a famous destination for tourist activities such as visiting the harbor, experiencing the life of fishermen, real sea trips, where visitors can fish by themselves and enjoy fresh seafood. Overexploitation. The increase in demand has led to the risk of a decline in some fish species, especially high-value species such as tuna and lobster. Competition with industrial fishing vessels. Large vessels with modern equipment often dominate, causing difficulties for local fishermen. Marine pollution. Plastic waste and oil spills from ships affect the habitat of aquatic species. Strict regulations on the quantity and type of fishing. Establish no fishing zones to regenerate aquatic resources. Provide modern equipment for local fishermen, such as fish finders, environmentally friendly trawl nets. Apply AI technology in fishing ground management and exploitation optimization. Train fishermen on new fishing techniques. Raise awareness of marine resource protection. International cooperation. Connect with global marine conservation organizations. Participate in research projects on marine ecology and sustainable fisheries development. Simon's Town is not only an important fishing center but also a symbol of the fusion of tradition and modernity in fishing. Preserving the marine environment. Applying advanced technology and promoting international cooperation will help the fishing community here continue to develop strongly and sustainably in the future. The life of fishermen on trawlers is a journey full of hardships, but also contains stories of resilience and passion for the sea. Fishermen often wake up very early, before sunrise, to check their boats, nets and necessary equipment such as drag lines, trawl boards, net bags, fish preservation systems, ice boxes, air conditioners. They prepare food, water and necessary personal items because the trip can last for many days. Trawlers often travel from the port to fishing grounds far from shore, taking several hours or even a whole day. During the journey, fishermen check the positioning system and prepare to lower the net. The trawl net is lowered into the sea and expanded with trawl boards. This work requires coordination between fishermen to ensure the net is spread evenly. Trawl nets usually travel with the boat for about 2 to 6 hours. During this time, fishermen monitor the machinery to ensure that the nets do not tear. They constantly check the speed of the pull and the direction of the boat to optimize the yield. After pulling up the net, the fishermen salt the fish. Large and valuable fish, tuna, snapper, are immediately preserved. Small or substandard fish are discarded to avoid waste. Fishermen often work continuously for many hours, even overnight, to ensure that they do not waste time at sea. They often face big waves, harsh weather, and the risk of accidents, such as being caught in the net or slipping on the deck. Trawlers often have cramped living spaces, shared sleeping quarters with bunk beds, small cooking areas, often with only a gas stove and rice cooker. Some modern boats have separate toilets and resting areas. Stocks of food are mainly dried foods, canned goods, and rice. Freshly caught fish are sometimes prepared on board to supplement nutrition.